It is a commitment edition of the Recruiting Roundup. I'm Jordan Hamm, and we are joined by one of the top offensive linemen in the 2022 class over at Desert Edge High School. It's Gavin Broscious. And Gavin, I'll let you take it away. I see you rocking the green and the white, so pretty obvious there. But go ahead, take it away. Let us know where you're headed.
I'll be heading to Michigan State University. It just feels so right to go there with Coach Cap and Coach Tucker. They really made me feel like I have another family away from my family here in the heat.
And I know that was a early offer for you. That was one that was a big one for you, really right off the bat. How did they take that big offer, that big opportunity, and develop that relationship to the point now where you're ready to make a commitment?
I would talk to Coach Cap every single week. I would text him every single day. We had more of a connection instead of like coach and player. It was more like, I want to say friend to friend. And like I could really trust him. Like, he was like, I don't want to be just your coach. He's like, I want to be someone where like we can do stuff outside of football with. Like we can go to cookouts and we can do all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And Coach Tucker he set me off because he knows what he wants to do with his future and what he wants to do with that football team. And I really love what they're doing out there. And Coach Cap is probably one of the most knowledgeable O-line coaches I've ever spoke to.
When you look at what Coach Tucker has been able to do with the last two classes, he was over at Colorado last class and now Michigan State this class, but he was able to get Jason Harris, Brendan Rice, now Gavin Broscious here in this class. Why do you think he's so effective recruiting the state of Arizona?
Well, he actually has family ties here. He used to live here. He played high school in Arizona. So he just really knows what us Arizona kids are about. Mm-hmm. He really knows like we're some hard workers and we'll work our butts off to get where we want.
Now, when they talk to you about the role that you will fill along the offensive line, what do they talk to you about? What do they like about your game? What do they want to see you develop?
Coach Cap really likes what I'm doing because he knows that I'm a downhill player. He knows that I'm a pulling guard. And he just loves that how I'm so mean and I'm just going to be the meanest person on the field every time I step foot out there. He just knows that I'm a downhill player. That's always what I've been. I'm not really a pass pro type of guy. I really like running the ball. And Coach Cap, he loves running the ball. And that's what I like about him too.
That mindset fits the Big Ten well. When you look at Desert Edge over the past couple of years, it's always been a consistent program, always been recruited, but feels like these past couple of classes, it's kind of on the next level now where there are multiple guys, Power 5 offers. How did Desert Edge and the coaching staffs you've been with, how did they help you get to where you are today?
Well, I got to start from my freshman year. I had a good set of coaches my freshman year with Coach Lucero. He was my head coach my freshman and sophomore year. He got my name out there a lot just by having me start on varsity on the O-line my very first year of playing high school football. That got my name out. He did a lot for me, just getting my name out there. And then coming to my junior year where we have a whole staff change up with Coach Mark and Marcus, our two co-head coaches, they kind of did a lot of the media for me. They were like, we're going to get your name out there and we're going to get you to where we know you are. If that makes sense to you. Like, and I don't know. They really helped me make my decision by showing me where I fit in most. Like, they know that I like running the ball. One, they know like what a real family is because these new head coaches at Desert Edge, they're a family to us now. They're a new family. And they showed me like where you need to be, where true family is.
Mm-hmm. You narrowed your list down about a week ago, now making your commitment. Why now? Why was it the right time to make a commitment at this point here in your junior season?
One part about it, I just didn't want to worry about all the phone calls, texting. It's a really good ride that I've had. It was amazing getting to know all these coaches, and it just felt right to do it right now. And going into my senior year, I need to be really focused on grades and just school and football in general.
Mm-hmm. Now you're currently teammates. You're going to be opponents with Steven Ortiz Jr. now in the Big Ten. What's that going to be like going head to head against him, maybe being on the field at the same time?
It's definitely something we've talked about a few different times. And he was like, we're either playing on the same team or we're going to be playing against each other. And it just turned out we're going to be playing against each other. And that's going to be fun because, I mean, hey, it will be a head on head with me and him if I ever get to pull outside. So that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm. With this Desert Edge program, you guys are positioned well here in the playoffs. Just now that you have your commitment made, what's the focus the next 3 weeks as you guys are making that playoff push?
Honestly, to get a ring. That's the end goal, is us to get a championship. So coming into the season with 2 new head coaches is definitely a crazy thought to a lot of people, but we've had an amazing ride on normal season. And going into the Open 8 with all these ballers of teams like Chandler and Hamilton, that will be definitely a really big impact on Arizona football, having 2 new head coaches win an Open 8 their first year with a new team.
And to wrap things up, Gavin, what can Spartan fans expect from Gavin Broscious over the next couple of years?
They can expect a hardworking kid that's ready to do whatever it takes to either win a ring or go on a very long ride that's going to be fun and jam-packed full of amazing memories and just a new family away from my house.
All right, that is Gavin Broscious, Desert Edge Scorpion, and the newest commit for the Michigan State Spartans. And this is the Recruiting Roundup.